Hi there, my name is Shannon Dingy Kramer, and I own birdsandbeaks.com. I am a rehabber. I like to train birds. I do that in my spare time. I'm not a full-blown rescue, although I would like to be someday. I apologize for the weird video. I've got an iPhone, so that's what I'm using. This is Toby. Toby needs some help. Toby's story is, I actually had gone up to adopt that guy, his name is Sonny, to this woman's house. And when we walked in, we realized it was a puppy mill. There were easily 100, 150 dogs in this house. And I didn't have the money, or the ransom, as I like to call it, to get him as well. So a couple of weeks later, I post training videos with me and Sonny all the time. So a couple of weeks later, I get a message from the woman who I bought Sonny from, and she said, I'd really like you to have Toby too. So she gave him to me on payment arrangements. So I get up there and we're talking, and she shows me his wing, which I'm going to try to show you. You can see this wing over here dips way down. You can see how it's way lopsided. So the story is, Toby was attacked by a dog, and he had been vetted, and the vet took care of everything, and he was fine, he was healing. Well, I did a little sleuthing, and I called the vet, and it turns out that Toby was not treated for the wing. He was treated for the dog bites, but all of the x-rays and everything had been declined. So this happened back in November of 2015. So on day 7, I take him into the shower with me, and I realized that he's got bone sticking up out of his back, which you can't really see with his feathers, but you can see a bump right here. So that bump is his broken wing, and he's been sitting with a broken wing for five months or more. So I took him to Dr. Ritzman up at Cascades Animal Hospital in Grand Rapids, and it looks like Toby's going to need to have his wing amputated. So I need to raise the funds to get this to happen. I also have another bird who I took up to the specialist today as well, and that bird is, he's a Umbrella Cockatoo. I can't show him to you in here because we learned today that he's got something called, it's called beak and feather disease, and it's basically an autoimmune issue for birds. It's passed by air, it's viral, and it will cause him to lose all of his feathers, and he'll never get them back. So he's going to need continued vet care as well. Now, should the campaign do better than I hope, I'm going to take the extra money and I'm going to put it into opening up a 501c3 nonprofit organization for birdsandbeaks.com. And what we're going to do with that is to use those funds from the nonprofit to actually be able to provide vet care for emergency birds like this. Because here's the thing. Birds live an awful long time. They live 60 to 90 years, some of these big birds. And if they have biting issues and health issues and feather plucking issues, they just don't stand a chance. Nobody's going to adopt them and then take them to the vet and get everything that they need for them. So that's what we want to do. We want to get into a position where we can help rehabilitate these birds and get them into their forever homes, or for as forever as you can with an animal that lives, 60 to 90 years. So any help that you can provide, I would be so grateful, and Toby would be so grateful. He's gonna need to get this done sooner rather than later. So if you could help us out, we would sure appreciate it. Thank you so much.